Welcome. This channel brings you daily motivation and uplifting sermons. Subscribe now. And together let's reach 1,000 subscribers while building a positive, inspiring community. You know, every morning when you wake up, before you even step out of bed, there's a critical moment. That moment when you first look in the mirror. It's not just about seeing your reflection, it's about seeing your truth. Because that person staring back at you, that's the only person who can make today different from yesterday. Not your boss, not your family, not your friends. It's you. That reflection is the one who decides if you're going to let those weak feelings run the show or if you're going to take control. And let's be real, those weak feelings, they don't just come from nowhere. They're born out of fear, doubt, and excuses. They're whispers in your mind that say, it's too hard, you're not good enough, maybe you'll fail. But those whispers, they're lies, and you know it, deep down. You know that the only thing stopping you from stepping up is you. So how do you deal with it? How do you face that reflection and push past those weak feelings? It starts with honesty. Stop pretending. Stop saying I'm doing my best when you know you're holding back. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. No, you start today. Today. You say to that reflection, you're not weak, you're not scared, you're capable. Today, you look yourself in the eye and say, enough is enough. Facing the man in the mirror means owning up to your choices. It's not about beating yourself up. It's about being honest so you can start building. When you admit where you've been falling short, you give yourself the power to improve. You take away the excuses. And let me tell you, when excuses die, progress is born. The man in the mirror is your biggest competition. Beat him every single day. Not by running away, not by ignoring your flaws, but by stepping up, by taking responsibility for your feelings, your actions, and your results. Because once you take that first step, once you face yourself, those weak feelings don't stand a chance. They crumble under the weight of your truth. They can't survive in the light of your determination. So every morning, when you look in that mirror, remember this. That's the person who's going to change your life. That's the person who's going to kill those weak feelings and make today stronger, better, more powerful than yesterday. Let me tell you something. Comfort is not your friend. Comfort will hold you down, keep you stagnant, make you weak. Comfort whispers to you, stay here. You're fine. You've done enough. But you and I both know that's not true. The moment you get too comfortable is the moment you stop growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. You want strength, you want success, you want greatness? Then you have to choose commitment over comfort every single time. Commitment means making a decision and sticking with it no matter how hard it gets. When things get rough, comfort tells you to quit. It tells you to lower your standards, to back down. But commitment demands that you push through, that you rise above, that you refuse to accept anything less than the best from yourself. And let me tell you something, when you choose commitment over comfort, those weak feelings don't stand a chance. They fade. They lose their grip on you. Now, don't get me wrong. I know what comfort feels like. Comfort is easy. It's safe. It's tempting. But here's the thing. The safe road never leads to extraordinary destinations. You can't be comfortable and hungry at the same time. Think about that. Hunger drives you. It keeps you moving forward. It keeps you sharp. But if you let yourself settle into comfort, that hunger starts to fade. You lose that edge, that fire, and suddenly you find yourself wondering why you're not getting where you want to go. But let me ask you this: how bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you won't let comfort win. If you want it bad enough, you'll get up early, you'll stay late, you'll do what others aren't willing to do. And you won't listen to those weak feelings that try to convince you it's okay to coast. No, you'll make a commitment, and you'll honor that commitment. Commitment means discipline. It means consistency. It means doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. And here's the secret. The more you honor your commitments, the more confidence you build. You start to trust yourself. You start to realize that you're stronger than you thought, more capable than you imagined. And those weak feelings, they can't survive that kind of self-belief. So here's what you need to do. Every time you feel that pull toward comfort, remind yourself of your commitment. Remind yourself of why you started. Think of the people who depend on you, the goals you've set, the life you're building, and then dig deep. Push past the excuses, the doubts, the fears, because comfort will never make you great. But commitment will. When you choose commitment over comfort, you declare war on weak feelings. You show them that they have no power over you. You show them that you're in charge, that you're not afraid of the struggle, and most importantly, you show yourself that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. Commitment is your weapon, and with it, you can kill those weak feelings for good. You can't build a house without a foundation, and you can't build a strong life without discipline. Discipline isn't glamorous. It isn't flashy. It's not about being motivated every second of every day. It's about doing the work, showing up, and staying consistent even when it's tough, especially when it's tough. You see, discipline is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. It's the bridge between wanting something and actually getting it. The dreamers, they get excited when they feel motivated, but that motivation fades. It's unreliable. It comes and goes. But discipline shows up every day. Discipline gets up at 5 a.m. to train, even when the bed feels warm and the room feels cold. Discipline stays focused on the goal when everyone else is distracted. Discipline is relentless. And those weak feelings, those doubts, fears, and excuses, they don't stand a chance against a disciplined mind. But here's the thing. Discipline alone can only take you so far. You need something more. You need faith. And I'm not just talking about faith in a higher power, though, that can be a source of incredible strength. I'm also talking about faith in yourself, in your purpose, and in the process. Because let me tell you, there will be times when the work feels thankless, when the results don't show up as quickly as you'd like, when it feels like you're walking through the fire with no end in sight. That's when faith steps in. Faith is what keeps you moving forward when your eyes can't yet see the finish line. It's what reminds you that even though you might not be where you want to be yet, you're closer than you were yesterday. Faith allows you to trust that the seeds you're planting will grow in time. As long as you keep watering them, keep tending to them, keep showing up. Faith tells you that your hard work will pay off. Faith gives you the courage to stay the course, even when doubt tries to creep in. Now, imagine what happens when you combine discipline and faith. That's a powerful force. Discipline is your action, your consistency, your method. Faith is your belief, your vision, your drive. Together, they create a momentum that no weak feeling can stop. Doubt gets crushed under the weight of your discipline. Fear gets silenced by the strength of your faith. Excuses lose their voice when you consistently show up day after day, fueled by a belief that what you're doing matters. When discipline and faith work hand in hand, you're no longer ruled by how you feel in the moment. You're guided by something deeper, by purpose, by conviction, by an unshakable certainty that you can handle whatever comes your way. Weak feelings thrive on short-term thinking. They thrive on immediate gratification. But discipline and faith keep you focused on the long game. They keep you moving forward, no matter how slow the progress may seem. So how do you start? Simple. Make discipline a daily practice. Commit to showing up, no matter what. Then, reinforce that practice with faith. Remind yourself every day of why you're doing what you're doing. Hold on to that belief that it's all leading somewhere meaningful. And when those weak feelings try to pull you off track, when they whisper that you're not good enough or that you'll never make it, let your discipline do the work. And let your faith drown out the noise. The power of discipline and faith is that they don't just keep you moving, they make you unstoppable. They kill weak feelings at their root. They keep you steady in the storm, confident in the climb, and relentless in the pursuit of your goals. And with those two forces on your side, there's nothing you can't overcome. They say actions speak louder than words, and you know what? They're right. It's easy to talk about what you're going to do. It's easy to make promises, share big dreams, and throw out lofty goals. But all of that means nothing if you don't back it up with action. Weak feelings thrive in empty talk. They love it when you spend more time planning than doing. When you focus on what you'll say instead of what you'll actually achieve. But you're going to kill those weak feelings by letting your actions be your voice. Think about it. The most successful people you know don't waste their breath explaining their vision or defending their choices. They're too busy making things happen. They let their results speak for them. They let their work ethic, their consistency, and their outcomes do all the talking. And here's the thing: when you start focusing on action over words, weak feelings lose their grip. They can't compete with real progress. They can't keep up with momentum. Now, this doesn't mean you have to take giant leaps all at once. Sometimes killing your weak feelings means just taking the next step, no matter how small. It's about doing what needs to be done today, right now, not someday. You don't have to prove anything to anyone with words. Just show up. Show up for yourself, for your goals, for the life you're building. Show up even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. You see, when you focus on action, you shift your energy. You stop overthinking and start doing. And as you keep moving, something incredible happens. You build momentum. Each step forward makes the next one easier. Each little victory adds up, giving you confidence to keep going. Before you know it, you've not only silenced those weak feelings, you've left them behind. And the people around you, they'll notice, not because you told them about your plans, but because they'll see the results of your work. And that's what matters most: results, impact, the legacy you leave behind. Nobody remembers the speech you gave to yourself about all the things you were going to accomplish. They remember the challenges you overcame, the goals you crushed, and the inspiration you gave them by showing what's possible. Your actions have the power to ignite change not just in your own life, but in the lives of others. That's why you must keep going. That's why you must keep doing. So what does this look like in practice? It means staying consistent. It means putting in the work even when you're tired, even when you're not feeling motivated. It means doubling down when those weak feelings creep in and tell you to slow down or give up. Every time you choose action, you're sending a message to yourself, to the world, and to those weak feelings. You can't stop me. By letting your actions do the talking, you become a person of substance. A person who not only talks about change, but creates it. A person who doesn't wait for the perfect moment, but seizes the moment right in front of them. This is how you kill those weak feelings: by staying in motion, by building momentum, by focusing on results rather than excuses. And the best part, once you start living this way, it becomes who you are. You won't even need to think about it. You'll wake up ready to act. You'll face challenges head on. You'll set bigger goals and reach them. And as you continue to let your actions speak, those weak feelings will never find a way back in. They'll know better than to mess with someone who's too busy doing the work, to listen to their nonsense. So don't just talk about what you're going to do. Do it. Let your actions tell your story. Let your actions inspire others. Let your actions show the world who you are. That's how you kill those weak feelings once and for all.